think you need a new nickname. How about Sunday afternoon with Einie?
All around the world you can hear them. Hey, hey, hey. Talking about news and kind of funny stuff. Hey, hey, hey. Mag-room. Mag-room. The mag-room. The mag-room.
Do I really have to answer that?
Einie. How about Marcus Steinloff?
Mark's fun.
Marcus Steinloff.
Are we already jumping the shark? The show's hit that. we're that already.
Eeny, meeny,
Bring
miny,
in new
Mark.
characters. How about
Eeny,
just Mark?
meeny, miny, Mark.
We'll just do Mark and Jared. I think that's better. We already have enough gimmicks, don't we?
It's all about gimmicks. How are you?
So, I'm well. It's Sunday
How are you,
afternoon.
Einie?
I don't like doing this when it's sunny outside. It's
Kinda
the
like
wrong.
Einie.
It's the wrong mojo.
It's really rainy here. Do you want me to show you the rain here, and that'll make you feel better?
Oh, you're drinking a beer. Drinking a beer in the afternoon.
I was been on duty this weekend, so not that I have to drink a beer. Or
Yeah,
maybe that's called having a problem.
problematic. Yeah,
I didn't have a beer this weekend, Mark.
I haven't had a beer yet.
I haven't had a beer since this morning.
Yeah.
I'm sorry it's so beautiful there. Do you not want to do this now? Do you want to do it a different time?
Yeah, let's wait till a hurricane hits. Oh, you know what? I was editing today, and I watched. I want to encourage all of our listeners to watch a video of an antlion, aka doodlebug. We talked about it last week. It'll be in this. It's in the last episode. That is a really cool creature, man.
You saw it?
Yeah. So when I was editing, you had talked about you and Emma going to see this thing and putting the ant in the little pile where it goes. So the way you described it was a little. I wanted to see what it looked like with your words, and it's really cool, man. So
So I didn't do it justice. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it didn't exactly make sense to me until I watched it. You said they build a circle. It's more like they build a funnel.
Yes, that would have been a better way to do it.
So
But you see, all you see in the sand is like a circle.
So what I watched, the ants start to slip down this little funnel thing. The ant lion or doodlebug grabs it, pulls it under the sand, and you don't see what happens. Then all of a sudden, a carcass comes flying out. So did you see the carcass come flying out?
Well, so we saw that it's not always as clean, I'm sure, as the video you saw.
Yeah, right.
Like the ant was struggling to get out. The thing was pulling it back in.
Yeah.
And then at the end, like the carcass was there. It ate all the digestive.
But did it spit it? I mean,
this wasn't a spit.
It looks. I mean, they're about this, roughly the same size creatures. I guess the ant
I think
lion's
they're a little
bigger.
smaller than the ant. Yeah.
But I mean, they throw the thing like it would be like me throwing you like 40 feet, and just taking you and chucking you 40 feet out.
Like if you ate my digestive organs and then just threw carcass.
Yeah.
How far do you think you could throw if all my organs
You
were
didn't
out?
have any organs.
I'd still have my bones though.
Can we arrange this for when you do actually die? That'd be a cool funeral.
It would be sort of if I didn't tell like my kids about it and that just got sprung on them. Just my carcass is laying there and people are tossing it like a beanbag and see how far.
Sounds like something that would go on in like a Latin American country to me.
I've even measured out some distances. And,
and the winner gets to keep your carcass.
Wow. Leave it on the mantle.
We should probably inter you properly, right?
Yeah, because they'd probably have to do unless they did it right then at the funerals, they suck out all my organs at the funeral and everybody watches that and then they toss me. I would probably go bad, right? It wouldn't stay.
No, it would be I can't imagine that going bad. Oh, you mean your organs? I thought
my exo, it wouldn't stay nice for
you
tossing.
don't have an exoskeleton, first of all.
Whatever, my skin and my bone, it would disintegrate.
So you have to do it pretty quickly.
Yeah. Turn it around. Once I'm dead, it's just like, let's do it. Cool. All right, I'll write that in. Don't you get documents? I have a will thing. Can't I just pen that down
I'm
there?
sure there's a boilerplate
body tossing
will
clause.
That we can find on Yahoo.
I Finally got my I got my mop.
All right, a little wrap up to an old story. That's a good one.
They sent the truck.
It's about 3 episodes ago, isn't it?
Like I told them I can't be here. Like they said, we'll come between 11 and 3 on Tuesday. I'm like, I'm not gonna be here. I have work. And I said, there's a place, there's a security on campus. So I'm like, you could stop by there. I'll just put it outside my door. She's like, that's great. I'm like, there's no way this is gonna work. But I had stopped home at one point, and that's right when they called. Security called, and like they said, the truck's here. And they said, do you want us to, can you bring it over? I'm like, yeah, it's not very big at all. It's only a metal bar in a box. And they sent 2 guys in a huge truck to get this box.
Like you could have done it in just a Chevy sedan, right?
Or with a label that goes in a normal truck from a UPS or FedEx or whoever. Someone who does this as a business, not 2 guys with like a U-Haul truck get my metal bar. And the guys didn't want to, our roads are not, you've been to campus, they're not that hard to drive on. They did not want to drive the truck into campus. They thought that was going to be a little too tricky for them. So I don't think these were the top flight truck drivers either. I think these were just like 2 guys hired.
I don't remember anything at all weird about the roads.
I know.
Campus.
They were like, that's why the security guy said, these guys are a little, they don't want to drive the truck into campus. What is going on right now? Okay. So I got refunded. So then the next week I went to Target. I'm like, I'm not going to Home Depot.
We're going back to Home Depot, huh?
But I was going to Target with the kids. So I'm like, I'll look, and I think Target has it. But I go there, and all they have is the one with the bucket. So I have 2 buckets now. Do you need a bucket?
Why don't you get a mop that has like just one mop that has the head that's like, it looks like rope, I guess. It's kind of stringy.
That's what this looks like.
And then you have a bucket that has attached to it the
That's
thing
what this
you
has.
drop the head in and you push it, the lever things, and it squeezes the water out.
Same.
Okay.
Yep.
Then
But I
you're
can
good.
take
You'll be good
it-
for a while. Now don't
I
mop
can
angry. Only mop when you're in a good
I was
mood.
thinking of that when I was doing. A couple times I got pretty much into it, and I was like, oh, geez, I'm gonna break.
You're always
this.
pretty happy when we're doing this. Why don't you mop while you're doing the show?
Just mop and walk around and do this.
Get one of those Janet Jackson headsets. Yeah, you'd be good.
I want to clean
Very
the floor.
therapeutic for
That's
you.
why I'm doing it.
Oh, weren't you going to do therapy sessions on our? Weren't you going to talk about therapy sessions on our show?
Yeah, I haven't done them yet.
Haven't started the therapy.
No, I tried to
Okay.
set it up, and the lady had like 1 hour that I couldn't do. So
She's got a part-time job delivering
I-
picking up mop
Yeah.
handles for Home Depot.
I wrote her. I said, I have this huge mop story I have to talk to you about, and it's really making me mop angry. And she's tried to squeeze me in, but it didn't
That's too bad.
work. So once I go, I'll share.
Well, okay. So anyway, I got a nice compliment. I've gotten a few text compliments or whatever. Maybe what's it called when you want somebody to play something? I can't think of the word. Like if a band's playing and you request. Jesus.
You've gotten a few requests.
Well, I got told that people liked a few different people said they liked my limerick thing that I stole from NPR.
Wow.
So
That's probably all our listeners then.
So I did a couple of limericks this week. Well, not a couple. I did 3. So if you want, I didn't know if you'd want to hear them and go over the stories.
Oh, the limericks?
Okay.
Hold on. What?
Yeah.
Huh?
In Paris, they often campaign to cease using this name in vain. Belgian customs destroyed, the beer cans deployed, so Miller won't call its high life.
Champagne.
Bam, you nailed it. Oh, I forgot I wanted to put this caveat in here. I made them easy. If you don't get them all right, I get to delete episode 1. If you
No
don't
way,
go
that's not fair.
Yes, it is. You'll get them all. Don't worry.
Champagne
No.
and beers. I actually had read that story.
Really?
Yeah.
So the Guardians of Champagne will will let no one take the name of the bubbly beverage in vain, not even a U.S. beer behemoth. For years,
Miller still owned by a U.S. company? It was owned by a European company. Or maybe Budweiser. Budweiser is different than Miller, right?
Budweiser's Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah, I think that's owned by InBev.
So Miller High Life used the champagne of beers slogan this week. That appropriation became impossible to swallow at the request of the trade body defending the interests of houses and growers of the northeastern French sparkling wine. Belgian customs crushed more than 2,000 cans of Miller High Life advertised as such.
But they're not saying it's like champagne. They're saying it's the champagne of beers.
Well, that's what I was thinking. It's not trying to pass itself off as champagne.
Like if let's start billing ourselves
actually,
as the champagne of podcasts. And see. You ever play categories?
Yep.
You know, you get a letter and then there's a list of categories. So you have like the letter M and it'll say sitcom.
Maud.
Thing found in your bathroom. And you have to come up with all these things. And then one was beer.
With M?
Yeah.
There's a bunch, huh? Michelob, Miller, Meisterbrow. Remember Meisterbrow?
Oh, that was terrible.
It was cheap.
So Michelle put this, you'll like this. She put Milwaukee's Best.
Oh, beast.
30-pack, $9.99. Emma didn't know one, which made me feel good.
It'd be cool if she knew like 55.
She's like, I have 7 to pick from.
Do you want IPAs or do you want...
No, categories is fun. But Emma wants to play every night at dinner. Can we play category? I'm like, come on, let's just eat tonight.
When I was a kid, I used to always want to play. Do you remember what Upwards was? Did you
brought that up a couple weeks ago, too. I don't remember that game at all.
It's like Scrabble, but you could put letters on top of letters and things like that.
Okay.
And I used to make my mom play with me all the time. When you just said that, I was thinking I was probably that little kid back. And my mom was like, I just want to eat dinner and like relax. I was nurse all day long, Mark. I'm like,
I need to play word games.
Let's play categories.
But she's
Upwards.
She's probably thinking at least Mark's not burning the dog right now, so maybe we should.
Yeah. Yeah. If I don't entertain him, the house might burn down. It's like having Carrie as my son.
She said, Jim, it's your turn to play Upwards for Mark till he goes to bed.
Yeah. Don't let him burn the house down. Don't let him anywhere near the stove. Maniac. All right. I want to do another. All
right. This is a lot of pressure.
All right. Ready? You just use this word. Honeydew is my favorite melon. My least favorite degenerate is Ellen. If you post pictures of a Glock on Instagram or TikTok, try not to be a convicted
felon.
Hey, 2 for 2.
I got how the rhyme goes now. Finally figured it out.
I bet when I'm reading it, you're just in the back of your mind, all you could think of is melon.
Yeah, I was. Now I was like, I know the word. Because last time it messed me up because I was listening
to the story itself.
And then I was like, what word do I have to rhyme with?
Right. A convicted felon in Florida who appeared in a social media post holding a handgun was sentenced to 2.5 years in federal prison.
He wasn't allowed to have a gun.
And he put himself on Instagram holding a gun. Terry Christopher Flournoy was sentenced Friday in Fort Minerals federal court. According to court records, he pleaded guilty in December to illegally possessing a firearm. So then they arrested him in April 2020 on an active warrant arrest after he posted a video on Instagram at a local restaurant.
Interesting.
And then later that day, he also did another video where he pointed a picture of the gun at the camera. They located the Glock. A fingerprint was later recovered from the gun's magazine. As a convicted felon, he is prohibited from possessing a firearm or ammunition under federal law.
That's interesting. Yeah. I mean, the kids here would do, not here, but when Instagram and those places started, it was amazing. Like the high school kids. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not allowed to drink. And then they'd post all these pictures of themselves with like beers in the dorm room. Be like, all right, you're in trouble.
There's a guy around here that's in jail right now because he had a thing where you weren't supposed to be near kids. And
that's a big deal.
He
took pictures of him. It's at the park and
posted pictures of himself on like vacation with, and it was like with family, friends and stuff. But he's not allowed to be around other people's kids, and he's in jail right now.
Oh wow!
So just don't do stupid. Well, I mean, don't do stupid in your life in general, but then also don't post your pictures of yourself doing it.
This was I actually, one of the stories I had was some blogger who posted things they had learned that you should follow. So that would be one of them.
Don't post
a picture of the thing you're not supposed to be doing online.
You do hear a ton of stories about those types of situations, crimes being committed while they're live streaming or whatever it is. I'm kind of glad I just don't even know how to do that stuff.
Live stream your video. I mean, we podcast about stuff. I guess if you were a felon of some sort, you probably would have said something that would put you in jail. What's the statute of limitations on fire, like burning your house down, or
7 years?
Or running over a mailbox in somebody's yard?
Also 7 years.
All right, so you're good.
Yeah, the Rosenthals can go themselves. They're not. What, are you going to try to get me to pay for it now? I was 17 when that happened. There's no way you can.
So
I might have just made that story up, Mrs. Rosenthal. I hope you're still around. You were very nice people. Daughter was real nice. You guys just let me jump on your trampoline, use your swimming pool. And then you just
with their mailbox, even with all that?
Yeah. That's the kind of guy I am.
So mean.
I did it on I did it on purpose. I did it because I'm an asshole, Jared. No, I did it by accident.
Explains it. Oh, okay.
I did it because I wanted to.
Because I didn't like her. Do you want to hear any of these rules?
Well, let me just do my last thing and then you do your rules.
Let me just read you one of them.
Fine.
If you are looking for something in your house and you finally find it, when you are done with it...
Wait, can you do this in a rhyme form? I was thinking mouse. You said something, 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 house.
Really? For something in your house and you come upon a mouse and you're wearing a blouse. If you're looking for something in your house and you finally find it, when you're done with it, don't put it back where you found it. Put it back where you first looked for it.
Ooh.
Tip of the day.
That's like a tip that, you have to remember that, though.
Yeah, you're like, wait, what was I supposed to do? That's really long, too.
Yeah.
How about this one? To succeed, get other people to pay you. To become wealthy, help other people to succeed.
Nah, that. Yeah. I'd rather just take their money at gunpoint.
I'll just do one more. Rule of 3 in conversation. To get to the real reason, ask a person to go deeper than what they just did, then again, and then once more. The third time's answer is the one closest to the truth.
If you want to have friends, just stop after number 1. Because that gets annoying.
I mean, I brought up the mailbox twice now. I can't wait till the third time while you really did it. I'll find out.
Her thoughtfulness reminds me of Christ, but a felon, her veins remained iced. She tried not to scare anyone who was there during her Missouri bank
heist.
Yes.
You did make these too easy.
A 78-year-old woman with 2 past bank robbery convictions faces new charges after authorities allege she handed a teller a note that said, "I didn't mean to scare you," during a recent Missouri heist. This is my favorite part of the story. The entire reason I chose this one is because of this woman's name. Bonnie Gooch is jailed.
The Goocher?
The Gooch did this. She's jailed on a $25,000 bond after she was charged with 1 count of stealing or attempting to steal from a financial institution in the holdup Wednesday in Pleasant Hill. The Kansas City Star reports. 78-year-old woman, and she wrote a little note that said, "I don't mean to scare you guys, but give me $25,000. I don't know. What was the amount of money she wanted? It was a strange amount. $13,000 she asked for.
What part of your body when she was in high school did they call the gooch?
The gooch is that little section of skin that connects your butthole to your either boy part or girl part.
Interesting.
Also called the ABC, the ass balls connector, or we used to also call it the chode. Did you ever call it a chode?
Yeah, I think the gooch is better.
This is silly.
I have my high school reunion coming up. 30th high school reunion in June.
That's fun.
Yeah.
You gonna go?
I think so. Not that far.
30. Damn, we are old. Yeah, that's cool. You gonna
maybe if Jessica Rosenthal's there, I'll tell her.
Right.
Or maybe it was, remember when Cheese would flirt with girls, he'd always punch him in the arm. Maybe that's kind of like you were trying to flirt with her, but by running over her mailbox.
Whoever's listening, whoever's going to press federal charges against me, I swear on the Holy Bible it was an accident, and I did flee the scene. I admit it. But I was like 16.
Yeah.
I had hair and a life ahead of me. I couldn't go to jail for the rest of my life at 16. That's
You already
crazy.
had a charge of almost burning down your house.
I had pending arson charges.
And Rygar theft charges. You can get a third thing on your 3 strike.
Connecticut was a 3-strike state at that point.
You would have been away for life.
For burning down my house, stealing Rygar, and knocking over a mailbox.
That would be quite a racket.
How did you remember all that stuff?
You're going away a long time. So they have one of the stories I brought in was about this Japanese national team. They have this league, an over 80 division.
Wow. Tennis?
Tokyo's soccer.
Nice. Wow.
For life league.
Soccer for life. Do they all get that tattooed on their chests?
Yes. Yeah, these guys are badass. You should see it. So it said that basically in Japan, people have been living longer and they work longer because the government says you should work longer because they don't want to pay you a pension as longer. So they said most of the jobs they get, this was a great part of it, elderly security guards. Like, how is that who you're going to hire? Like an 85-year-old security guard?
Maybe that doesn't mean the same thing in Japan as it does in America. Maybe that's just like the people that like the greeters at Walmart.
I see.
That's my guess. I can't imagine you would put an 80-year-old man in charge of making sure the store doesn't get robbed or chasing people that have stolen stuff.
I'm going to get you once I take my back pills. This was the other one. Despite decades of watching Nomura play soccer, his wife, Junko, says she's not concerned about injuries, only his high blood pressure, which she logs every day in a notebook, along with his activities and meals. I wonder, my grandfather, I feel like when he was 80, he could have played some, but once you got injured, you're f***ed. You're going to be sore forever.
People, like watching old people run might be sad.
You just think this would make, one of the people at the end said it encourages them, makes me feel like I should work hard.
No, that is cool. That's awesome. That's the key to getting old. Just kind of.
So I feel like once you start losing, you should just join an over 80 tennis league. You're so good.
No, it's by virtue of how much I played when I was 12 years old, or 9 through high school.
So when you weren't stealing Rygar or burning trees or running over mailboxes, you were playing tennis.
I played tennis. I was a baseball player. I did everything. I was just like your little all-American boy. I mean, I was like your all-American little boy, but I liked fire. I did. I liked some. I liked.
That's probably all-American.
I liked naughty. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to get into trouble when you're a little kid. It's part of growing up in a small town. I mean, what else were you going to do in Cheshire? It's not like I could go out and.
They didn't have the
go to a museum
bike park
or something.
that you'd put in yet.
No. So we went to abandoned construction sites and read porn magazines. Did you ever do that?
That was the John Cougar Mellencamp song right there.
I was born in a small town. Read lots of porn in a small town. Abandoned construction sites in that small town.
That was the original version.
Yeah. Record company didn't think they'd play it on the radio because it was too dark.
What do you think currently is the record for most people of the same name being in one city at the same time? Like, what do you think the name? I won't ask you the city, but what do you think the name is?
Is it American? I'm going to say it's not American, and I'm going to guess it's either in India or China.
Nope.
No. I mean, it's going to be hard to guess the name. Can I get it?
So this was a gathering. So they were trying to set the record. So it wasn't like they counted in the phone book or something. They had an event where they were gathering the most people to break the record or to set the Guinness record for largest gathering of people with the same name. You want me to tell you the country?
All right, go ahead. What country was it?
Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Oof.
The name of the town is Kupreski Koshi.
Ivan Dimitrov.
Ivan. It's first name. Ivan is correct.
Yeah?
Yep. No, Ivan's right. You're done.
Oh. Oh, I thought I had to get the whole name.
No, not the last name too. That would be ridiculous.
Oh, well, that's what I thought it was. John
No, just
Smith
the first
or,
name.
Oh,
2,325 people named Ivan were in that town on July 30th, 2017.
can we focus on the fact that I just got that right? Those were like the.
Yeah, it's pretty beautiful.
Should we end the episode, do you think? Or something like that?
So that's not even the story, though.
Okay.
It's great you named that. So there's a town in Texas that's trying to break this record. It's the fourth time they've attempted this 4 times, and they're having a festival called the Blank Festival, which is this name to try to break this record.
Right, and it's in Texas. The Trey Festival.
Oh, it's a fair. Sorry, the Blank
Trey
Fair.
Fair.
Nope, it's not Trey.
Blake.
Blake is not correct.
I'm trying to think of all Texas names.
Yeah, May 19th through
Rowdy.
21st.
Rowdy.
It's the name of the town as well. I'll give you that hint.
Okay. Texas. Lewiston. Lewis.
It's a good guess. Do you want me to tell you or?
No. Dripping Springs.
Yes, that's it. You want everyone named Dripping Springs.
To come to Dripping Springs Fair. Name of the town. Beaumont. The Bow
I don't think-
Festival.
Did we know it? That's a good guess too. That is not it. It's not a wicked common name. It's not an uncommon name.
Cecil. Isn't there a Cecil, Texas?
Let me tell you a little bit about the fair, and then they're having some ribs. So you can get some ribs. They're having some Ritas, some margaritas.
Mark.
There's margarita judging, rib judging. There's some fireworks.
Judge Reinhold. All people named Judge.
Dress code, do wear cowboy hat, sombrero, cowboy boots, leather jackets, long pants, short pants, t-shirts, bald
Damn.
caps, a smile, don't wear, storm clouds, Lady Gaga's meat dress, macaroni art, a frown. Says you can bring baby strollers, cameras, hand sign. You're not allowed to bring explosives or weapons. It is the Kyle Fair
Kyle.
from Kyle, Texas.
Okay.
So this is
Kyle.
the fourth time they've attempted this to break.
I know people with the first name Kyle. I know someone whose last name is Kyle. I bet I know someone whose middle name is Kyle.
Yeah, I wonder if you can do it with the last name.
Yeah.
So it has to be spelled the same, Kyle. It says first name. So I think it has to be your first name. A totally free festival, just like yours. But you only count in the gathering of the Kyles
If your name is
at
Kyle.
4 p.m. on Sunday if your name is Kyle. So you would not count in that. What's this one?
So I just stumbled upon this. I just want you to watch it. And tell
Oh,
me. It's
Gilligan's Island?
called Puddle's Pity Party. Is the name of the channel. Puddle's Pity Party. And this is just a song that I really... I was searching for background music for something on the last episode, and I just stumbled upon this guy, and it made me laugh really hard. I just want to know if you thought it was as funny and creepy as I do. So
Guy has like a lot of videos.
Yeah, he puts out. They're all him.
Right back and you hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from this.
So he just sings the same lyrics, just to a different riff.
And he's dressed like the creepiest clown you've ever seen in your life. It's very well produced.
Brave and sure.
Are you thinking he could produce our videos?
I want to get him on because I want to. I can't tell. You know, he's painted like a clown, so you can't really tell exactly what he looks like. But he makes funny faces, and he's good. He's got like a
Does he have a lot
rainbow-colored
of
background.
views?
Yeah, tons of views. Yeah, I think he does. I didn't do a ton of diving into it,
I
but
think this is gonna haunt my dreams.
I love it. It's so weird and creepy. Go check out Puddle's Pity Party, any of the videos, but this one's good.
The shore of this uncharted desert isle with you again. The skipper too. The
Like a little bit hunched over and
his wine.
The movie. She's so sexy.
So what was the nexus of this? You think, like, basically he was like,
How did you come up with it?
like, I'm a clown, I don't have anything to do. Let me try to
I don't know.
dress as a
I mean-
clown and smash up songs. Is he gonna air guitar it? Oh baby,
Yeah.
here we go.
I didn't even watch this part before.
Oh,
Nice.
split screen.
That's awesome.
80s video. He just did it for a little bit.
Yeah, I love this, man. And he's always dressed like this, and they're just weird.
He's got. You think he has shoulder pads on? He looks really high shoulder. What were you searching when this came up?
We talked about Gilligan's Island last time, and I was thinking I didn't use it, but I was gonna see if I love that move he did right there. Throws water in his face. I was gonna use the Gilligan's Island theme song as background music, but I ended up not using it. But I stumbled upon this, and I thought maybe people would like to check it out because it made me laugh for 3 minutes.
And you can go see them.
Where is it? Beverly, Mass.
One in Mass. How much are tickets to Puddle's Pity Party? He's playing at a legit theater.
Cool.
The whole center is sold out.
Beverly, Mass. You should go.
$50. I'm not paying $50 to see this guy. All right. Should we wrap it up?
Yeah.
Produced by Puddle's Pity Party. Theme song by Maggie Yellocks. Email Muga and Cisco at gmail.com. We love them. Keep sending them. They keep coming. Social media, Instagram and Twitter, the Magroom Pod. Thank you to everyone who interacts with us. We love it.
There are none of you that do that.
Remember, nobody wins afraid of losing.
Somebody
Don't
write
be
us an
afraid.
email.
Even if you're going to play Mark, don't be afraid of losing because he's so good at tennis, how he tells us.
Then you could email into the show and say, Mark really sucks. And he's just, nobody's
Yeah. I want to see someone challenge you out of the
hoping
show.
Nobody fact checks him. Yeah, I would love it.
All right. And as always, people need to stick with the Magroom
Why?
because everything else,
What?
and everything else is cream cheese.
Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. The my groom's good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good.
It's the champagne of podcasts.